Welcome to my channel. How can you tell if your partner is gay? 13 signs that a guy is gay. Many men, you'll find, have been gay in their teens but have kept it a secret. Many would consider them unclean, therefore they had to keep their true nature a secret. There are many who would have you believe gay guys are somehow degraded. In order to marry a straight woman, some gay men pretend to be straight. There won't be any misunderstanding as to who is a gay person and who is a straight man if individuals, especially guys, are allowed to be honest. No need to be on the lookout for warning signs from a purportedly straight man behaving in a homosexual manner. Despite the widespread acceptance of lesbianism, gay males continue to face stigma. There are still many battles for the LGBTQ community to win, but in the meanwhile, everyone must do better for themselves. Is it possible that your husband is gay, but you just don't know for sure since he won't come out and say so? Indications that your boyfriend may be gay, but he won't admit it? Is there something you want to tell your husband or partner about but feel awkward doing so during sex? Watch this video to the end to know the signals of a gay partner. Sign number 1. He does not see the other woman trying to flirt with him. Possibly revealing of his homosexuality is the fact that he seems oblivious to girls' advances. He seems uncomfortable around women but relaxed in the company of male companions. After he realizes a girl is trying to engage him, he may change the subject or ignore her altogether. Stop and think before you start celebrating the fact that you have the most devoted husband or boyfriend ever. He may be gay. Especially if you have made a marriage vow together. You should wait to draw any firm conclusions about his sexual orientation until you have had ample time to study his behavior over an extended period of time. If he consistently disregards or shows no interest in females, he is probably gay. There are further reasons why he does not pay attention to other women. You may be in the ideal relationship, and he may be interested in you exclusively. Sign number 2. He has a negative attitude regarding the majority of females. Hot straight or bi men rarely think twice before approaching a man of the other sex. Of course, they can't wait to start dating the girls they have feelings for. Even if a guy has zero interest in a girl, he can't help but appreciate her if she's attractive. The behavior of a man toward a lady he doesn't know, on the other hand, can serve as a red flag. Perhaps he doesn't like any women for the same reason he doesn't like one lady. If you have any interest in the guy, that should serve as a massive warning sign. There's a good chance that his wife will assume he's only being faithful because of the commitment he's made to the marriage. If he is gay, his infidelity with women is not the reason your marriage will fail. Due to his attraction to other gay guys, your marriage is doomed to fail. Sign number 3. You notice him salivating over males. It's far simpler to detect the homosexual tendencies of a man you're still admiring and with whom you have no prior history. The deeper your relationship with him goes, the more likely it is that you'll begin to view the world through rose-colored glasses. Be sure he is as straight as you prefer them to be before you fall in love with this guy. When a handsome homosexual man walks by, how does he react? Does he follow him around drooling hopelessly while desperately trying to hide his mistake? Do his fake pina colada sips reveal a hidden gaze at the other gay man? Men are not the only ones who can admire members of the same or the opposite sex. However, he is either gay or bisexual if you catch him staring with lust at other men on many occasions. Sign number 4. When he's intoxicated, his sexual preferences become clear. When a guy gets a few drinks in him, his defenses go down, drunk. A man's sexual preferences may become more obvious when he is drunk and engages in open flirtation with another man. dances with members of the same sex, or even declares his attraction to another man. Even if he is slightly intoxicated, he may endeavor to keep things under control. When he's drunk, he loses his inhibitions. Find out if he prefers boys or ladies, or if he's bisexual by observing him while he's intoxicated. Even if he is quite discreet about his sexual preferences when sober, he will let his guard down when he's tipsy. Sign number 5. He's only pretending to be tough. Due to the stigmatization of the gay community, several men avoid coming out of the closet for fear of being devalued. Men who feel this way often try to boost their masculinity by whatever means necessary. Therefore, they use artificial means to achieve what would otherwise occur by chance. The closest gays like that can only function by pretending to fancy a woman, getting involved with her, and even making her his wife. Such a man forces himself to engage in sex with women that he dislikes. He marries a lady with whom he has no romantic feelings, and together they have children that he adores. Because he fears mockery and rejection, he is scared to express how he is feeling. Some of these men take an aggressive approach to everything in their relationships. The intercourse is only ever fast and rough. After sex, there should be no tender touching or affection since it seems inappropriate. Sign number 6. He is purposefully homophobic. Closet homosexuals often resort to overt homophobia as a means of concealment. They can't bear the thought of seeing the disapproval or contempt on the faces of the people they care about. They give the impression that they are against the LGBTQ community as a whole. To fit in with their homophobic friends, they will make homophobic jokes. Keep a close eye on your boyfriend or a person you fancy if he has a habit of doing this. When he's with a good-looking guy, does what he says and what he does differ? Is it just a certain group of people that triggers his homophobia? What about when he's with his religious pals, does he act homophobic? Perhaps you will learn from your observations that he is gay. Sign number 7. Homophobic humor isn't funny to him. Homophobic humor is the last thing a gay person needs to hear. If someone makes fun of a gay person, they become extremely defensive because they cannot tolerate the slur. If he's been claiming to be straight, he might take offense if you make fun of his sexual orientation. If you're interested in dating him but aren't sure how he'll react to a subtle gay joke, try one. Because he is so good at hiding his sexuality, he will probably find your remark hilarious. It's likely he'll leave you if he's still hurting from being unable to come out. To avoid an awkward situation in which he might be forced to reveal the truth, he chooses to play coy instead. Sign number 8. This guy's main source of entertainment is gay porn. A man's sexual orientation cannot be determined only by his sexuality. It is not sufficient to determine a man's sexuality by what he enjoys doing during sex. He enjoys anal stimulation, but that might be because stroking his prostate makes him feel so good. Sure enough, he's a fan of gay porn. You can't rule out the possibility that he simply enjoys the guy-on-guy perspective in the same way that you find lesbian porn appealing. On the other hand, he may enjoy homosexual porn because he identifies with the lifestyles of male porn stars. Perhaps this is the clinching evidence that he is gay, but it is not the most important. Sign number 9. In relationships, he is the submissive party. They may be able to keep their sexual orientation a secret in some social and romantic contexts, but they can't always do so. Take it as a hint if he has always been the submissive partner in his sexual experiences. Keep in mind that this may simply reflect his sexual orientation. You should be wary if he is exceptionally close to a particular male and if they periodically share a bed. The majority of heterosexual males despise sleeping with other men. Therefore, there may be a love relationship between two men if they willingly share a bed. Sign number 10. He declares himself to be gay. When your partner or husband comes out to you as gay, either playfully or directly, and you still don't accept it, having an interest in other men is incompatible with your sexual relationship with this man. So you keep on fooling yourself into thinking he is someone he is not. Accepting that the person you're attracted to only wants to be with people of the same sex can be challenging. And if he's been hiding for a while, he probably thinks you'll come to terms with it and embrace him once you get over your initial shock. Accept the facts as quickly as possible and quit celebrating your ignorance. Your connection might not be the same if you made him confess. The truth will be simpler to bear if you make sure to ask him once he's become used to you. Sign number 11. Occasionally, he will vanish. This could be the sign you've been looking for if you have no idea what he does on the weekends. You should be wary if he seems to be spending a lot of time with the same guy who isn't his best buddy. It doesn't make sense for him to disappear with some random person if you're dating or married to him. If you knew the location of their man cave, you could just show up there without warning. Again, it's possible that these two guys are just escaping their wives for some much-needed male time. If you're going to accuse him of cheating, be sure you have all the information straight. He will not take your accusation lying down if he is straight. Sign number 12. All of his gay online friends are men. When creating an online presence, straight people almost always identify as the opposite sex. After that, they typically add contacts of the polar opposite sex. It's suspicious when a man's social media contacts consist almost entirely of other guys. The preponderance of gay men might be taken as further evidence that the person is into males. There's also the possibility that this is just a coincidence or that he's a very committed frat boy. The odds of such happening, though, are extremely low. Sign number 13. For whatever reason, he avoids situations involving people of the same sex. There are numerous mechanisms by which two people get attracted to one another, but ultimately the effects are the same. In the presence of a man she has feelings for, some women experience feelings of shyness. Similarly, a shy guy would act shy or flush when he gets attention from another guy he likes. A natural reaction to praise or physical contact from another male can be blushing or acting uncomfortable, if the guy is naturally shy. You should be able to determine whether or not he is gay based on other, unrelated facts. In conclusion, finding out that someone you care about is gay and he or she never told you can be quite upsetting. Probably you feel upset not because you find his sexual preferences repulsive, but because you didn't know about them before you fell in love with him. Stop ignoring the warning signs and accept the fact that he will never truly love you. Thank you for watching. Please share with your friends.